I'm gonna look right here and we're really gonna blend into there. Alright, right over here on the left hand side, you get some really good views of the bongo over in the back corner. Bongos are used as backwards facing horns as a way to quickly and quietly run through really thick underbrush. So you escape from and avoid anything trying to hunt them out in the forest. Now bongos also have those white stripes that go down their sides. I like them to kind of blend into plain sight. As the white stripes will resemble light filtering through the canopy. On the right hand side is a fantastic view of the okapi right there. Okapi being the closest living relatives to that of the giraffe, together by a very similar skull structure. Looking back on the left hand side, we can see these taller tannish gray antelopes called the greater kudu. Greater kudu are the tallest antelope species found here in the Little Aturi Forest, standing around 55 inches at the shoulders. Now the greater kudu that we saw were both female, represented by their lack of horns, because males of the species actually have a rather large set of horns. As you get through here, folks, always keep your head on a swivel, because you never know where any of these animals will be. If you see areas that are really thick in foliage, keep an eye especially there, because that's where a lot of these animals will tend to hide. Now, I am seeing a lot of hoof prints all over the place, folks. Oh, over here on our left-hand side, we see a couple of these black and white birds. They're called the saddle-billed storks. I think they're named from that yellow patch they might sit at the very top of their bill. These are a really interesting species of bird as they stand around 5'1" to 5'2" inches in height, fully grown. Actually, the tallest avian species found in the Aturi Forest. On our right hand side, we see some really good views of these pink-back pelicans. Now, pink-back pelicans get their name from a pink spot of the sun right on their back. It's right below their feathers off their skin. That pink spot. Look at those vibrant during the mating season. Over on our right hand side, up on the land, we're going to see a really good view of that Nile hippo. Hippos will come up on the land though to eat, as it does give them a lot of really good grass to graze on. They are herbivores. They'll also eat food that's at the bottom of the water. They'll spend a majority of their time underwater, as that is how they regulate their body temperature. And hippos can actually hold their breath for up to 8 minutes at a time to come up for air. Now folks, those are the Nile crocodiles. They're Africa's largest freshwater crocodilian species. Now they weigh roughly 500 pounds fully grown, and good lengths of just around 20 feet long. Making them just as long as a giraffe is tall. Over on our right hand side, we're getting a really good overlook out onto the savannah. Now, the savannah is home to some of Africa's most famous and even iconic species. Folks, over further on down, we're going to see some wildebeest walking over there. Wildebeest are actually the largest migratory species in the entire world. As all their larger migrations that they have actually been able to be tracked to the International Space Station by the amount of dust that they kick up while they're on the move. On our left-hand side, right next to us, these are the African painted dogs. You might also hear them referred to as the African wild dogs. Now they get the name painted dog from that beautiful painted-like pattern they have on their fur. Usually made out of kind of browns, blacks, and whites. That is how they kind of differentiate each other, because their patterns are unique to each individual animal. Now those large animals will allow them. Over on our left-hand side, we see those longhorn antelope called the sable antelope at the back. Sable antelope get their name from that beautiful sable-like coloration that they have. Also, you see these Hartman's mountain zebra right next to us. Hartman's mountain zebras get their claim to fame from their stripes. One of their stripes not wrapped all the way around their body, plus their hind stripes are a little bit thicker than the rest of the stripes that are all over them. Now, it's unique to each individual animal as well. It's actually so unique that whenever an infant imprints on their mother, they can tell her apart from hundreds of other zebras based alone on her stripe pattern. As we're on the corner over here on the right-hand side, you get some really good views on these Ankole cattle. So Ankole cattle are one of two domesticated species found in the reserve. When I was here, you might also hear these animals referred to as the Watusi cattle. So being named after the Watusi people who originally helped to domesticate them. Now, getting some more good use of these wildebeest right next to us. Now, these are a species of wildebeest known as blue wildebeests. Now, further on back, we see those little small antelope called the springbok. Springbok get their name from their amazing athletic ability. We're seeing so they can jump 6 feet in the air. So next time they can leap 13 feet forward. It's also the national animal of the country of South Africa. Now, between the trees, there is a Maasai giraffe over there. It was smell. Tongue is prehensile or finger-like, so they use it to grab their food. Their tongue is actually so long that they can lick their own eyeball if they really wanted to. Now, their tongue is also a purplish blue color. Actually helps to protect their tongue from the sun as they spend a majority of their day eating. So folks, over on our left-hand side, maybe we can catch another glimpse. Right back there is a mandrill. Now, mandrills are the largest monkey species found out on the reserve. Mandrills are known for their red and blue facial coloring that both male and females have. The males can be a lot brighter in that coloration than the females. That one that we saw was actually again by that very bright coloration. So it's just his size. Now, they are monkeys, and we can tell that by the fact that they have tails. Don't have tails. Over on our right hand side, we're going to get a really good look at that African elephant by those massive ears of theirs, as their ears are quite a bit bigger than that of their Asian counterparts. We're also able to see that gigantic trunk of theirs in action. They use their trunks a lot like how we use our hands. So they bring food and water up to their mouth, move stuff out of their way. Really so they interact with the world around them. Over on our right hand, that's those some elephants might have been through here recently. Elephants will use their tusks to break off red clay to eat it as it gives them a lot of really good daily nutrients. They use that tongue again to bring that food to their mouth. And they'll mainly use their tusks to defend themselves though. That's made of an ivory, a really strong material. Something really cool about elephants is that they have two sets of tusks, a lot like how we have two sets of teeth. A newborn elephant actually does not have any tusks. They'll, as they go older, will grow in a baby set. That baby set is used to just kind of learn to live life with tusks. As they grow older, they'll shed that baby set to grow in their permanent adulthood. If we shed our baby teeth to grow in our permanent adult teeth. Now I'm still trying to figure out if the tusk fairy exists, but I'll let you know when I figure that out. A really good view of the front side of that elephant right there here in just a moment. Once I start making this turn, look to the left, but toward the back of the truck. You'll get a really good view of her. Now, elephants are matriarchs. They are led by the eldest and usually the wisest female of their group. That first elephant that we saw, he was all by himself, so most likely he was a male. On our left hand side, these are the greater flamingos. They're the biggest flamingo species, and that's where we get the very same of greater from. As we go on the corner over here on our right hand side, then we're going to see these eland over here. Eland are the largest on the reserve, standing around 6 feet at the shoulders. Now, if we want to get very particular, these are the common eland. Common eland are not the tallest antelope species in the world, though. That actually goes to their bigger cousins, the greater eland. On this way, folks, see what else we want to find around here. Oh, actually, over on our right hand side with the back, we're going to see some ostrich. Ostriches are the fastest animals on two legs, showing at speeds of up to 40 miles an hour. Ostriches are also flightless birds. They don't have any flight feathers, nor is their body going to fly them to sustain flight. So they actually use their gigantic wings as a way to help change direction quickly while they're in a run. Over on our left-hand side, you get some really good views of those cheetahs. Cheetahs are the fastest animals on 4 legs. They'll go from 0 to 60 miles an hour in less than 3 seconds. Top speed of 65 to 70 miles an hour. But you know that top speed for about 200 yards for their bodies that don't need to stop and rest. Is the fact that they're white stripe that will resemble light. That's plus a little bit of a mimicry factor, as they will resemble animals like honey badgers, and most animals will not mess with honey badgers. folks, as we round the corner, over on our left-hand side, we're going to get some really good views of some African lions. Now that is a male lion that we're seeing right there. We're going to tell that by that big, beautiful mane that he has. Now that mane actually has a use. It's more for than just for good looks. Females, when they go on the hunt, females will stay back to protect the pride. So that big, thick mane will actually help to protect his neck while he's doing that. And the mane can be a very light. Some warhawks. They use their tusks to build their own burrows. Animals in their own way, like nature's very own. We're also going to see some really good views of these white rhinos right next to us. White rhinos are the largest of the two-horned rhino species, and they weigh anywhere from 4,000 to 5,000 pounds, fully grown. Now, a group of rhinos that we're seeing over here, this is called a crash of rhinos. The massive horns that we're seeing on them are actually made up of keratin. It's a material that both our hair and our made out of. It's something that we share with these amazing animals. Now, something about rhinos is that they have honestly really poor eyesight. They're extremely nearsighted. You can only see about 10 feet ahead of them before their vision is very blurry. So they actually rely on their sense of hearing to kind of figure out what's going on around them. They can actually move their ears independently of one another in order to kind of pinpoint where sound is coming from a lot better. Welcome to the Bugatti Glen. This is the home of the Wardens, folks, where the Wardens stay and check up on everything on this side of the reserve. It's also home to the Wardens' best friends. These are the Nigerian North Goats. Now, these goats are a dairy species, and they're sought after for their milk supply, as the milk is high in protein, and instead of a really sweet taste.